In right form verbs, we see that in a sentence contains always, regularly, sometimes, often, daily, generally, every day, occasionally, usually, and normally, frequently. These types of adverbs etc. are used or is used in that sentence. So the verb will be in present indefinite. We know that in structure, subject plus verb in present form plus object. That means the verb will be in present form. Rita always speaks the truth. Suman takes breakfast food daily. My brother reads the daily Purbodesh every day. Here the another sentence. She takes exercise regularly. The subject is third person single number that after principal verb we have to use as or yes. When does Mr. Rahman take his food normally? And a good boy learns his lesson every day. He often comes here. So here we see that in another sentence. If an active sentence contains has, have or had, then the verb will be in the past participle form. That means in that verb will be in past participle. That means the verb will be in past participle. So he has finished the work, has, and the verb will turn into past participle. The teacher had punished the students. I had visited the National Museum. You have gone to school. That means that the structure is false present perfect tense, and he has sung a song. They had played football. Here we see that here in a sentence contains just now, already, yet, ever, lately, recently, in the meantime, never. The verb will be in present indefinite tense, present perfect tense, sorry, and that means have or has, and the verb will be turned into first participle, that is verb B3. I have reached the station just now. If just now is used in that sentence, so that will be present perfect tense. We have seen him recently. He has just left the office. I haven't taken my breakfast yet. So, have you ever been to Cox's Bazar? And we see here there's another sentence. You have finished the work lately. Yeah, it is mentioned here in that sentence that for a period and is not finished yet. যদি কোন একটা সময় বোঝায় এবং যেটা এখনো শেষ হয় না, আগে থেকে চলছে, in present perfect tense. That means have or have been or has been, and then verb, after verb we have to use ing. And if the time is mentioned specifically, so since must be put or for must be put. They have been doing the work for 5 hours. এখানে অনির্দিষ্ট করে বলেছে, ওই জন্য for ব্যবহার করা হয়েছে. She has been reading a book since 4 p.m. I have been suffering from fever. In that sentence we see here that it contains yesterday, ago, long ago, since, once, wish, fancy, it is time, it is high time, the other day, last week or last month is used in that sentence. So the tense form will be in past indefinite tense, and we know that in past indefinite tense the verb will be in past form, that is B2. Such as example, or as example, he left home last night. His last is used that sentence. The tense form will be in past. You came home yesterday. I fancy, I turned pale. I wish I were a king. It is imagination. It is high time. If high time, long time do থাকে, the verb will be in past form. The police arrested the criminals last week. Many of our freedom fighters sacrificed their lives in 1971, 50 years ago. And here that we see in that sentence that in right form verb, if any action was continuing in the past, যদি অতীত কোনো একটা কাজ চলছিল, then the verb will be in past continuous tense. That means we have to follow the structure of past continuous tense, subject plus was or were, and then after principal we have to use ing. So he was then eating, was বা were হবে, মূল ভার্বের সাথে ing হবে. I was reading at the time, she was singing a song, they were doing the work, we were playing cricket, was he writing it? In a sentence we see here that in that sentence the no sooner had is used in that sentence, so then must be put. যদি no sooner had থাকে তাহলে then হবে, এবং প্রথমটির ভার্ব past participle হবে অর্থাৎ V3, এবং scarcely hardly থাকলে when হবে সেম, এবং পরের টেন্সটি অবশ্যই past infinitive tense, দ্যাট ইজ V2 অর্থাৎ past form হবে, এবং হার্ডলি scarcely hardly থাকলে when হবে, হার্ডলি had যদি থাকে তাও when ব্যবহৃত হবে। And we can write here example, no sooner had he seen the police then he ran away। তাহলে no sooner had যখন হয়েছে তার এরপর ভার্বটি ফার্স্ট পার্টিসিপল হবে। no sooner had we reached the station then the train started। scarcely had I finished my work when the bell rang। hardly had we left the place when the fire broke out। In that sentence we see that in right form verb, if since or as if or as though যদি সেন্টেন্সে থাকে তাহলে এই সিন্সের আগে টেন্স ফর্ম যদি প্রেজেন্ট ইনফিনিট হয়, দেন আফটার সিন্স দ্য টেন্স ফর্ম উইল বি ইন পাস্ট ইনফিনিট টেন্স। অর্থাৎ সিন্স যদি মধ্যখানে থাকে আগের টেন্স প্রেজেন্ট ইনফিনিট হলে পরটা পাস্ট ইনফিনিট হবে। যেমন ইট ইজ মেনি ইয়ার্স সিন্স আই মেট ইউ। মেনি ইয়ার্স হ্যাভ পাস্ট প্রেজেন্ট পারফেক্ট টেন্সে সিন্সের পরটা পাস্ট ইনফিনিট হবে, সিন্স হিজ মাদার ডাইড। 5 years have passed since I met you। তাহলে সিন্সের আগের টেন্স প্রেজেন্ট পারফেক্ট, পরটা পাস্ট ইনফিনিট হবে। সেম ইউ ক্যান রাইট দেয়ার অ্যানাদার এক্সাম্পল, সিন্স অ্যাজ ইফ অর অ্যাজ দো যদি থাকে তাহলে ভার্বটি প্রেজেন্ট ইনফিনিট থাকলে, এবং সিন্স অ্যাজ ইফ অ্যাজ দো যদি থাকে তাহলে পরেরটা কী হবে, পাস্ট ইনফিনিট টেন্স হবে। যেমন 10 years have passed since I met you। he talks as if, as if তো যেন অর্থে ব্যবহৃত হয়, as though যেন অর্থে ব্যবহৃত হয়, এবং পরের টেন্সটা ফার্স্ট ইনফিনিট টেন্স হবে। and she speaks as though she were a man। একইভাবে আমরা আরও একটি উদাহরণ লিখতে পারি, সিন্স অ্যাজ ইফ অথবা অ্যাজ দো যদি থাকে এবং এর আগে টেন্স যদি পাস্ট ইনফিনিট টেন্স হয়, পরের টেন্সটা অবশ্যই পাস্ট পারফেক্ট টেন্স হবে। যেমন it was many years since I had met you। that is most important sentence। 10 years past, তাহলে সিন্সের আগে টেন্স ফর্ম পাস্ট ইনফিনিট, পর টেন্স ফর্ম past perfect tense, I had met you। it was long since I had seen her last। he talked as if he had known everything। he spoke as though she had seen। in right form verb we can use that another form of that since if since is used in the beginnings of a sentence and then after sentence the tense form is a past indefinite, পরেরটাও past indefinite হবে। অর্থাৎ since যদি আগে বসে এবং এর পরে যদি past indefinite হয়, পরেরটাও past indefinite হবে। যেমন since it was raining we could not go out। since it was very cold we could not move। since it was very hot we could not come here। অর্থাৎ since এর আগে tense form, since এর পরে যদি past indefinite